How's it going, everyone? We're here bringing you another match. Sorry for the lack of uploads. It's the end of summer, and kind of got a little busy, a lot of moving parts, but we're back for a little bit here. This is actually me versus Marcus. He's on the right playing Gecko Moria. I'm on the left playing Perona. Yeah, it's a little bittersweet. This is actually the last locals. Marcus left last week, which is why there wasn't a prog. We gotta record and catch back up to speed. He was only visiting for the summer, so now we're back in our usual spots. But yep, as you can see, this is gonna be the last locals with Marcus for a while, sadly. And yeah. Whoa, hold up. POV switch. I forgot this happened. There we go. Because I checked the glare and now we're here. Whoa, that made me feel really weird. Let's see. Oh, it's getting a little chaotic. I apologize, everyone. That was really weird to watch, but I'm glad we made it through it together, and it looks like the camera is actually in a better position than it was before. That's crazy. But okay, now we have Marcus on the left and me on the right. He is playing Gecko Moria for the first time, and I am playing Perona for the gajillionth time. But yeah, we're gonna make this locals all about Marcus, so we're gonna record all of his matches today. So here we go. I am deciding to keep my hand, and he is also keeping his hand. I think we actually might have mulliganed, but yeah, it's whatever. Oh yeah, I forgot. I accidentally picked up my life instead of my hand, and I asked him what he would prefer for me to do, either reshuffle everything or what, and he goes, you could just put it on the bottom and take the top 4. Because I accidentally picked up my life instead of picking up my hand, and I saw my whole life, and I just told him, like, it's up to you on what I do here, I don't really care. So I guess I cheated, so whatever happens, happens. But yeah, so I decided to go second. I go Tama, go ahead and check the top 5, and I did not get anything good, but I did find a Hiyori, which is great. In this matchup, I really just want to throw as many Ryumas down as possible, but did not get one off of that Otama, but I might have one in hand. I'm not 100% sure what I got. And I can't really tell because the cards are dark green, but he swings 6. I don't have a 2k to just throw out, so I take the life, no trigger. And now we go up to 4 Dawn here. And I know I can't play anything because it's probably just going to die to Moria, popping it with probably an Absalom. So I do have a Ryuma, which is great. So what do I decide to do here? I go ahead and I rest his brand new, and then I swing into the brand new, or do I swing life? No, I swing into life. He takes it. I go Ryuma and pop the brand new. Which is not actually that bad of a turn for me, but popping a brand new is not what I would prefer to pop. If he would have played like Absalom or Perona or something, it would have probably been better for me. But that's okay. He rests 1 Dawn, goes Suru to minus the Ryuma down to 2. Then he swings 7, rests 2, and he's going to trash an Absalom, mill 2, and he got all 3 Thriller Bar cards that he would ever need in his trash, which is great for him. Then he goes Absalom effect on the summon. He's going to bottom deck a Hogback and a Sabo and use the effect to pop, and then the 7k I will end up taking. Gotta love that Gecko Moria effect. To be able to swing so big and still be able to play a body is amazing. Alright, so what do I do? I think I have 6 Dawn here. It's a pretty rough spot to be in, going all the way down to 2 life already, because I wasn't able to counter out of that first 6k swing without dropping 2 cards, so hopefully I can do something here. It looks like I have 5 counted out with 1, so I go ahead and I rest the Absalom with the Perona effect, swing 7 into the Absalom, and then I go 4 for brand new, or not brand new, Borsellino, because I know he can't pop it. It's a better blocker for me to have at this exact moment. But I was not able to catch up on his life, so he is ahead of me on life, so he'd probably be willing to take a couple swings now. He goes brand new, and let's see what he gets off the brand new. Looks like he gets a 2k counter or a Helmeppo. Helmeppo goes to trash, so he takes a Suru, which is like actually perfect for him. He has Perona in trash, And he's got so many Morias in hand. Once that 8 Dawn turn hits, it's going to be very scary for me. Alright, so he goes 8 into life, and I'm once again, like, I'm just running out of counter really quick, and I just don't know what to do. He's swinging really large and establishing bodies, and I am just struggling to keep up, and he's already going to trash a card from my hand. So I trash the Helm Eppo, that's fine, and I give him 2 2k counters, because I really can't go down to 1 life this soon. Alright, so I get my 2 Dawn, and now I am at 8, and I have to figure out what I'm going to do in this situation. I have 4, 5, so I go 5, play Sabo, Sabo draw 2, trash 2, finally get a Gecko. But what do I drop here? It looks like I don't have a Ryuma in hand, and that's probably what I was digging for. Yeah, I believe so. I think I was digging for the Ryuma here so I could actually play something, and I did not have it. So I drop a Hiyori and I drop a Ice Age because I want the Hiyori so that way I can play her off of the what is it called? Play the Hiyori off of the Moria so that way if I do get a Ryuma, I can play it for essentially free. So I'm thinking on what I want to do here. I rest the Perona and I go Perona into Perona, and he's like, I don't need to really drop cards, but I do need to fill up my trash. So he does give me a Rebecca, so now his Morias get even stronger. I go, I can beat your Samurai. Nothing can be popped except for the Momo this turn, so that's not too bad. I did draw 2 and I did not see what it was, but he goes 0 into 0. Go ahead, Momo, you're dead. And then he goes brand new into Otama. That goes away too, and I just lost all of my card advantage. But it's okay, they weren't really doing much other than drawing me cards, so it's not too bad. I actually contemplated blocking with Sabo just so that way I could possibly use the Momo again. But he's at 9 Dawn, and he has honestly too many options on what to do here. So he goes 6 into the brand new, or not brand new, Borsalino. I kept messing up. And I counter out. I don't know if that was a good idea or not. Maybe I should have kept the Sabo and let the Borsalino go. But I honestly probably should have just popped or turned the Sabo sideways with the I can be your Samurai, because the Sabo's protection will go away and the Borsalino's won't. But he goes Hogback to bring back the Moria. I give him another 1k counter, and just like that I lost 3 Sabos, and then he plays a Sabo, and now my whole turn just looks way worse. Honestly, I should have just rested the Sabo and let the Sabo go. But if he's gonna swing 6 anyway, at least, I don't know, I keep more cards in hand? I don't know. I finally get the Ryuma off the top deck, but take a look, he played Sabo, so it did not matter in the end. He's at 4 life still, so I have to do damage, but I also can't deal with these bodies. So I go 7 into his life because I gotta bring him down, and then I go my 8-cost Moria, and let's see what I can get. So yeah, I should have let the Borsalino go, so that way I could have played the Borsalino off of the Moria. Small misplays that they're mattering in the long run, but they're not too bad. I go Otama to search. Hopefully I can get something, and I don't really get anything. I get another Hiyori, and I wish you could go Hiyori into Hiyori, but you can't. So I go Hiyori into Ryuma. I know I can't pop anything, but I just wanted to draw a card and not give him something to swing on in case I do draw into a Samurai. And then now it's his turn, and he has a really, really wide board that I could not control because of the Sabo the turn before. The turn I got the Ryuma, I needed it 1 turn earlier so that way I could have popped the Perona, and I would have had 1 less body to deal with here. But I did slowly bring the life back, so we're 3-2 now. I think he's counting out. Maybe he can go for game or see if he can stall it. With 2 blockers up, it's hard for him to go for game. So he kind of just has to decide what he wants to do. My Sabo does not have protection this turn, so it's a pretty easy like swing. But let's see. It looks like he's plotting something. It looks like he has a Sakazuki in hand, and I forgot the Sakazuki is actually something in his deck, and that's rough. I believe Sakazuki pops 5Ks. He goes 6 in. I 2K Yeah, so I didn't know he ran Sakazuki, so I did not think about it. So then he goes Sakazuki, and he pitches a card, and he just pops the Sabo, and I'm like, dang, I should have just blocked with him. I didn't even know you had that card. Threw me off, but it's a good card. I didn't even know about it. Well, I knew about the card, but I didn't know that he would just have it. So, in hindsight, play around the Sakazuki, guys. Definitely think about that. So now he goes Moria effect. He's going to play Hogback effect, bottom deck 2 to get a 2k back to hand. And I kind of just have to take the 6k because I don't have a 2k in hand. And he doesn't pressure past this point, and I was actually kind of surprised that he didn't pressure past this, but I don't think I have a play to clear the whole board right now. I have a bunch of cards, but nothing to play. If I had a Sabo here, it'd look really good, because I could minus the Sakazuki down. No, it doesn't even work. It'd have to be Sabo. Oh, and I have the Ice Age, so it'd have to be Sabo plus Ice Age to actually do something to the board. And still, that doesn't clear the threats of 3 swings with only 1 blocker. Yeah, I needed to get the value out of that Sabo before he popped him. But yeah, I mean, this is just what Moria does. He swarms the board very wide and out-resources you. Because once those Hogbacks start dropping and refilling the 2Ks, it feels like a Moria can just play forever. Alright, so he's got 5 in hand. I have a... Oh, that's my trash. I was like, I have a bunch in hand. But, no. I have also a bunch in hand, actually. But not what I need. Really struggling here to figure out how I deal with the board and kill him. I think I just honestly have to deal with board as much as possible. I have a bunch of swings. I have, what, 3 big swings and then a possible 4th if I use Borsellino. But using the Borsellino is very risky. I also don't have another Moria to just settle in here. So let's go and see. Rough situation. And it's funny because the boards are about as wide as each other, but his cards just have so much more value. Alright, taking a moment here. I think I'm cooked. Honestly, that's what I'm thinking here. I'm thinking I'm done no matter what happens. This guy just has too many cards. Too many things for me to deal with. Not enough resources for me to deal with them. That's the downside to Perona, is you can really only clear 1 body at a time. It's the same thing with Gecko Moria, but you can run the Lucci's in there to pop possibly 2. But it's not Lucci. Lucci just swarms way too much. Alright, so I'm counting out. I do have a Moria in hand. I didn't even see it. Man, I'm taking a long time here. I apologize. I got nothing to talk about. You know what? How about this? I have a couple more games set for the rest of this week. I should be able to fill this week out, but for next week, what deck do you guys want to see? Do you guys want to see more Perona? Do you guys want to see Red Purple Uta? Do you guys want to see a different deck? I am very open to any deck. Having a lot of fun with the game again. I've been a little out of it, been on my Super Smash Brothers grind. If you guys want to see any of that, I do stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/KyoJelly. If you guys want to see some Smash Brothers gameplay, just let me know. But yeah, instead I went 5 into life and he 1k countered. So now I'm like, okay, well, I gotta do something. I go 7. No, I'm like, I don't know how to do this. Yeah, I have enough Dawn to do something, but the problem is I don't know if I can clear the whole board. Plus, I can only really pop rested characters, and I can't pop the Sakazuki. So I go 7, I believe, into his Hogback. And he gives me 2 2Ks, which I'm okay with. He could have just did Sabo and then 1 2K, but yeah, so it looks like I'm gonna try to clear the Sakazuki out. Going Ice Age, rest Sakazuki, play Moria shenanigans. think I could actually Ice Age the Sakazuki, swing into the Sakazuki with Gecko Moria, see if I get cards out of his hand, and then still do the Gecko Moria play to pop the Hog back, like no matter what. The issue with that plan, yeah, the big issue with that plan is something could live. A little bit of OCD there. Alright, so I go Gecko Moria. And I'm like, oh wait, I have too many things on board. So I go Hiyori over the Otama. And then I'm going to go Rest 1, Ice Age Sakazuki, Perona effect, Rest Sakazuki, Hiyori effect, play Ryuma, Ryuma pop, draw a card. And here we go. I have a dream. I did very well to pull this a little bit back out of the hat. The problem is he's got 4 swings. I have 1 blocker, 1 life, and I think my hand is 0 counter. I actually think I have no counter in hand right now. So it looks like he went 7, and I have no counter in hand, so I'm deciding on how I do this. The problem is if I do block with Borsalino, sorry I had to sneeze by the way. The problem is if I block with Borsalino, he just goes really big, like with the rest of his characters, and I die. So I do counter out of this, I go up to 8, and now I have 2 cards in hand, so now the math's pretty easy. He just can go 9, 9, 9, and then I should die, right? So he goes 7 in. If I had 2k counter, if I had enough counter to get out of this, I think I actually just lived. But I take it, and I'm like, okay, well, now we gotta see on how he does this. He has no counter in hand. I could probably get him on the clapback. Yeah, because it looks like he only has 1k counter in hand, so he kind of has to go for game here, depending on what his life was. So he has to decide if he can actually get game or not. So he has 4, 5, 6 Dawn left. Yeah, he has 6 Dawn left. He's going to check my trash, see if I have any 2Ks. And he's like, oh, not that many 2Ks, but a lot of 2Ks compared to what he thought. I think all of my Ezos are in trash. So he goes 8 in. If I had 2 2Ks, I just survived here. But let's see what I have. So he can go 8 and then 9. Those are his options here. And I see I have an Ice Age, so I definitely, and I have a Moria, so I definitely can't live this. And I just kind of got a bluff here. So he goes 9, and I'm like, alright, well, I have 3 cards, and none of them are counter. So, yeah. And I couldn't find anything to actually kill him with, but it's okay. So he had, what, Sakazuki and Kuzan in life? So, yeah, I could have got him on the clapback, but it's okay. It was a good game. Good games, Marcus. I hope we can get some more in soon. We'll try to get Prague out as well. Maybe there's already one out so for everyone to watch. But until then, you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.